could I dovetail that with, in the moment of asking you to do the project, though, I kind of felt like there was nobody else I would have wanted to do it with. I had an idea to do it by myself, but I was like, this might be too much for me. You know what I'm saying? So his point of view, just listening to, because I ain't gonna hold you, I listened to like his whole back catalog before. I'm like, he offers something that I don't offer. You know what I mean? I can't do what City does. I can't. You know what I mean? I can't do what he do. And that's the only way I'm able to become a fan of someone that do something I can't do. You know what I mean? So yeah, back to everything he said.
Dope. And I'm following both of you guys on social media, and I see you guys run down on people and ask them what the trap mean to them. But one thing I didn't see is what the trap mean to y'all. So, Broadway, if you could tell me what the trap means to you, or what trap mean, give me two parts. What does the trap mean to you, and what does trapping mean to you?
Oh. You got to start with me, right? Give it to him to get it back to me. All right. All right. So I mean, the trap is how you make your money, right? The trap is what you're passionate about that's outside of whatever it is you do, right? Like me personally, I was always the kid that was away from everything that was going on, you know, air quotes on what's going on. And I actually remember, I'm long-winded, so I actually remember being in the studio with my cousin, and he was rapping. And I was like, yo, I could do that, like what City said, but I never told nobody I could do it. So when everybody heard I did it, it was like, oh shit, that nigga, they didn't call me Broadway then, but they was like, yo, he nice. And long story less long, fast forwarding it, I kept it to myself. Then at that moment, I felt confident, and I let it get out there. And from that point forward, I felt like, shit, ain't nobody can touch me on what I can do. And I felt like bringing full circle, the trap pretty much means to me, anything you're passionate about, it doesn't matter if you get paid for it. It doesn't matter if that's what your 9 to 5 is. You don't have to be in the building hustling. You don't have to be hand to hand and out of state, whatever, getting money. The trap is whatever you're passionate about, you know, and you're willing to allocate a certain amount of energy and time to it. You know what I mean? And that's what the trap is to me. But there was a second part.
When you hear the word trapping, what does that mean to you?
Trapping means you're definitely passionate about something. I don't know what that might be under first, observant, but trapping is something that you're passionate about, you know, and that you're willing to go far and beyond means to turn into some type of lucrative outcome.
I like that. So, City, what does the trap mean to you, and what does trapping mean to you?
I mean, trapping, I'm gonna get to trapping. Trapping means to me is like whichever way you make your money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Whether you, like I said, like he said, 9 to 5, and bartending, you stripping, you selling drugs, you videotaping, you got a radio show, you in your trap, however way you make your money. The trap means to me is like, I look at the trap like, and people call it the trap because I think all this shit, and I'm gonna take it a little step further, a little deep. The trap is like, we all in the trap. I come from the trap. The trap not meaning selling drugs. The trap meaning like it was set up. We in a trap. You know what I mean? Like people go to school and they when you go to school, you got to take a loan. We come from less fortunate, so we take loans out. And I think, back then it was Sally Mae or whatever the case may be, and you get a good job, you paying back all the Sally Mae and all of that, you in the trap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Drugs, going to school. My mom's was a mother of 5. She couldn't give each of us the attention we needed.
Indeed.
So we walk into school, it's the trap. We walk into school to try to be something, but who we idolize, the drug dealers, because it looked appealing, but they all in the trap. So when you get your bread, what you want to do? Be like the drug dealers on the corner. You want to buy a car. You want to buy jewelry. That's the trap. It's the setup. All of it is a trap. You don't want to buy property. Indeed. But now I know how to get out of the trap. Very few of us make it out the trap.
Few.
That's why we brag about it when we make it out.
Right.
Because we happy to be out that trap that they put us in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what the trap means to me. And I'm glad to say that that's the only goal, is to make it out the trap and buy property, buy back our ghetto, buy back our hood, and put our peoples in a better situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make it out the trap. So that's what the trap mean to me, is that that's what we in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This project is called a Trump era. And Trump is trying to keep us in a trap. This is really the album, not political.
No.
But this is the era we in.
Yeah.
The Trump era. He trying to keep us in a trap. So, let's get out the trap. I don't care how you make your money. But when you make that bread, get out the trap.
Right.
Buy property, buy homes, put your people on. You know what I mean? I'm not racist or nothing, but black people.
Right.
Let's get in a better position.
Indeed.
Vote. You know what I mean? Vote.
Today is election day, right?
Yes, election.
It's election
Vote.
day.
Get out there, vote. I used to think voting wasn't nothing, because I didn't think it affected the bottom.
Yeah.
Right.
But it does.
You know what I mean? It really does. But I was ignorant then, but now I'm much smarter. You know what I mean? And it took me seeing Diddy and Jay-Z, people I identify with, to say get out and vote. And I'm like, yo, these dudes are doing it. This is important. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be long-winded, but that's my story. And that's what trap and trapping means to me. The Trump era.
Right, no,
That's
I
dope.
definitely agree. I think for me, the trap is where you hustle at and what you're trying to make it out of. So for me, it's two parts. And trapping, to me, is the thing that you do, or the profession that you're doing to make your money, and it's going to help you reach your goals and stay out the trap. So,
But I'm sorry, but what both of you guys said is like, and I couldn't think of any other person to do the Trump era with, because you heard what he just said. You know what I mean? Like when you have someone who's as passionate, when you have someone, it's almost like what's understood doesn't need to be said. So when you said when I said the Trump era and Reagan era and pointed out the similarities, he already knew what I was talking about without having to really explain much. And that's who you want. He was ready to trap for the project. You know what I'm saying? He was ready. He was with the shit.
You know what I mean?
that's really good. You bring up a really good point. So we're going to get into something personal, because I think our viewers want to know you guys personally. So you guys both talk about what basically got you to this partnership. You like to pick someone that was articulate, someone that, of course, was good with lyrics, someone who was conscious. It sounds like I'm hearing you guys like people who are conscious. But what do you guys look for in partners? If it's for any ladies out there that want to get to know y'all, what do you guys look for in a significant other?
All right, see, you got this one. I took the last one. You can take this one.
The viewers might want to know.
I mean, yes, of course. I mean, I look for somebody who's, driven, who's ambitious, who's passionate about their goals. And not just saying certain things, because you'll get with a significant other and they'll have dreams out the world. Yeah, I want to do this, but they're not setting short-term goals to put those dreams in position. And when I come across that, I'll try to push. But if you're not on the same type of time that I am, I'm not with it. Because I get up. I don't care what I was doing. I was trapping. I had a goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I 9 to 5, I got a goal. You know what I mean? We gonna do something. What you want to own? What you want to do? Let's sit down. Let's set some goals. Let's set some short-term goals. I saw this property. You got good credit? You don't? Let's work on your credit.
Right.
Let's get certain things in progress. If you don't want to do that, we can't even talk. We can't even, I don't care how bad you are. Everybody got this term, I need a bad bitch. Rap bad bitch. What makes a bad bitch? Because she's pretty? That's all you got to offer is looks?
Yeah.
I'm not on that. You got to be, I'm not saying you can't be ugly. You know what I mean? Not saying you can't be ugly. You need something nice, but you got to also have something going for yourself, good conversation, loyalty, all those things, you know what I mean? And that's what I look for in a significant other.
I'm jacking all he said, right? Like, significant other, I'm big on energy, you know what I mean? If you can't attract me by way of less words than more, then I'm off you, energy to me is everything, and that's how I base, just like with him in doing the project together. It was energy. I could have came to him and said, yo, let's do this project. He would have said, yeah, because I got all this stuff. I would have said, all right, cool. And we went and did it. You know what I mean? But just like with a significant other, a lot of people are more so fixated, especially on social media, into introducing you to their representative. And I never seen anyone who pretty much wakes up in the morning, who wake up in the morning and show you how they look, right? Like, everybody puts their best foot forward. Every Instagram post is your best effort, you know, and I'm more so interested in knowing who you are when the camera isn't faced in your direction, you know. So
I like that.
you know, I could be it could go forever. It can go forever, but for me, pretty much what I'm interested in, what I'm checking for, is someone who's willing to be my honest eyes and ears when I'm not able to be so for myself. They say you have two ears, one mouth. You should listen more than what you speak, and you should also be willing to entrust the person that you have in your corner with you.
Right.
So if I'm, you know, if I got something on my face, say, hey, babe, don't tell me in front of everybody, babe, you got something on your face. Let me, you know, wipe your mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, of course, great. And just to kind of bring it back to the music, I know you guys talked about how when you got confident, you wanted to tell people. What was the defining moment for you in your career where you felt like, no, I could really do that. I could really be what's next? Whether it was a show, whether it was a comment, whether it was something your friends did, like just one defining moment that you knew I could really do making this rap shit.
Y'all might have heard me, if y'all follow Broadway to any capacity, y'all might have heard me say this already, but for me, it was when I saw my cousin, God rest his soul, he was, yeah, indeed, he was nice, and he was the dude, right? Like, he was the dude that was the flyest dude. I had the hand-me-downs, you know what I'm saying? And what he did musically, like, everybody knew he was nice, but when we was in the studio that one time, and I had my little 16 bars tucked away, and the engineer made everybody go into the booth, and I left with the strongest reaction. I was like, ooh, I got him. I knew from that moment, from me stepping out the booth, and it was like, hold on, I'm gonna add some reverb, I'm gonna add some stutter, I'm gonna add different effects to you to make me stand out. I played that verse for everybody in my hood. And I knew from that moment, because the fact of the matter is, I always was doing what he was doing, but he was more flamboyant. He was more, let me, you know, God strike me dead right now if I'm telling a lie. He was always more flamboyant of an artist where he was, let me show you what I can do.
Right.
I wasn't ever so much fixated on showing you what I can do. I just knew what I could do. I did my thing, and I kept it to myself.
Right.
So when the platform was presented for me to show and prove, I stood up. And it was at that moment that I stepped outside the booth that everybody was, figuratively speaking, giving me a round of applause for my effort. I knew that this was my thing. This was my task. This was my journey.
City for you, that defining moment?
The defining moment for me was, I was battling people in the hood, and that was cool, but I had did a show, and I was a fan of the Locks, and I did a show, and Sheik Luch, one of the Locks members, was like hosting, and I did my thing, and then I came off stage, and he was like, he recited a line. He said, "Love, pun, praise, big." He said that was dope. That was big to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody I listened to growing up telling me, like, yo, that was dope. Yeah. I was like, oh, you can't tell. Sheik Luke from the Locks told me something. I'm like, oh, yo, that's dope, you know? And then, you know, of course, you know, shout out to my guy, you know what I mean? You know, just being around other rappers that was nice from the Bronx, you know. Fred, my guy, he was, yo, City, that shit fire. He'll do something and play it for me, like, yo, what you think of this? So my opinion mattered because the niggas know I get busy, you know what I mean? So shout out to them dudes and all that. But that was my defining moment. Once you put me in a room and you knew, like, yo, I gotta write some shit, City coming next. I knew, you knew I get busy, you know what I mean? And that's what made me like, yo, all right, cool, let's do it.
You know what's crazy about that? Because I kind of picked up on that on a project. Like, during the Trump era with City, it was almost like, yo, all right, cool, so this is the song. What you think about it?
Right.
I knew how he felt about it and what he was gonna give to the project, by his reaction to how you feel about this record, this track. All right, cool. So this is the track. Can we talk or the intro, right? I knew by how he responded if he was gonna stand up on it or if he was just subpar. Like, I could do it. I could put words together that rhyme.
Right.
You know?
Can We Talk was different though. I had something to say. I was like, yo, nah, I was in a different place with that one. But
Right.
I'm not even gonna give that person that much energy. But yeah, I was in a different place. I was in a different place. I was mad. I was angry.
Well, since
Look
we
at me now.
brought up Can We Talk separately, do you guys have a favorite song on the album so far? What's your favorite
I
song?
know what City favorite song is.
What's his favorite song?
I think I know what City favorite song is. And I'm gonna answer mine, but I'm gonna
Okay.
tell him what his favorite song is.
Okay,
And he
start
gonna
with
be
yours and then tell me cities. And
Alright,
then you
cool.
let us know if that's right.
my favorite song. My favorite song might be Make America Trap Again.
Okay, and why?
Because on each project, I feel like you need to be emotionally available to some degree that you were never emotionally available to any other project. And on Make America Trap Again, I think I touched in and charmed in on matters that's bigger than just me, that happens throughout the black community, but because we aren't men. Let me keep it on men for a second, because men, we aren't raised to have a camaraderie amongst each other to say what we've been through, the things that we might have went through to get to where we are, right? And when that happens, we aren't able to grow, because women, y'all have done such a great job at forming this group, this togetherness amongst one another. It doesn't matter what your race is, your creed. It doesn't matter if the gay guy considers himself a girl. Y'all gonna pull him in. Guys, we don't do that, you know. And so for me, my favorite song might be Make America Trap Again.
What's my favorite song?
I know what your favorite song is.
What it is?
Your favorite song, I feel like his favorite song is Motions.
City?
Am I lying or am I flying? I ain't take off yet.
No, my favorite song. My favorite song is Motions.
Okay, all right.
It is. It is. I love Can We Talk, but my favorite song is Motions because I let it. It's like, you know, I
You
touch on
sound dope on
topics. Like I touched on, you know, my son and you know, just when he sent the track, I didn't really know what I was going. I love the beat. I always liked the beat, and I actually named the record. You know what I mean? Like Motions, and then I was like, yo, I really got a call. Like, yo, you know, God bless the dead, you know, they killed Blacko. Or his girl was exactly, like, really pregnant.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, damn. So I put all of that. And then, you know, my son, the same week, my son asked, you know, like, why, like, he's 6 now, but he was 5 at the time. And was like, yo, Daddy, why you not with Mommy? And I didn't even, like, I didn't know how to answer him, you know, at 5, like, because he knows that he wasn't together. So, you know, all of those things were put into that verse. So that was like my favorite because I got my point across. You know.
Very well.
Always said being emotionally available, so I think that was the track.
Yes.
You know what's crazy about, and we did this a lot because we didn't hear each other's music while we was writing each other's music.
At all.
So when he says that, right, there's a line inside of Motions, correct me if I'm wrong, City, where I say, they say you never know love until you had a son.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know it. You crack the door, let God in it. I don't know that he's talking about his son in his verse. So I say, you know, you never know love until you had a son. And he talks about his son and I don't have any kids. So when he's talking about that, I'm like, whoa. It sounds like we got together and had a whole idea.
Right? And that's something that I wouldn't have even known from listening to the project. I thought you guys were together, so that's the fact that
we recorded together, but we wasn't together when writing.
The fact that naturally flowed, it says a lot about you two as artists and the synergy that you guys got together.
Yes.
But let me shout him out because I don't think he wrote too much on this project. I don't like what we do different. Like I sit there, I'll listen to a beat 20 million times, and all right, cool, this is what I want to do. City didn't write too much on this project. He said, all right, cool. He had a skeleton,
Okay.
and he drew from the skeleton.
Very good. Little outline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know. Yeah, I just listen.
Nice.
And you know, Kate, shout out to my son, Caden. He played a
Yeah,
part
shout out
like
to
that
Caden.
on motion.
Yeah.
You know, we here, man. But you know, Trump era is in stores. We ain't even doing the stores now. It's on every platform.
Yes.
You can go
Yeah.
get
Digital
it.
stores.
We here.
Make
You know
sure
what I
you
mean?
get it. Make sure you get it. Where can the people follow you guys at?
Well, I'm easy. IM_Broadway. You actually got to spell MAM. IM_Broadway across every social media platform there is. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be. And yeah.
City, where can we find you?
City_money25 on IG, SoundCloud, M.City25, Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? M.City fan page, it's there. Twitter, M.City, 2 Ys. Like, we there, man. We here. YouTube, go to YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I'm sorry, YouTube, you know, if you feeling a bit frugal and you don't want to, you know, particularly purchase the project, you can listen to it all day, you know, on YouTube, you know, just type in City, Trump era, type in Broadway, Trump era. It's
Come
gonna
right
show
up. Everywhere.
So they got you guys covered. So thank you guys again for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show. Thank you guys for talking about your project. You guys got 2 jobs today. 1 is to go vote, and 2 is to download the music today. And if you saving right now, if you checked in, hit yet, get it on YouTube, and then buy when you can. Yeah.
Fact.
Where,
Vote.
where can we find her?
Write the
though?
track.
Oh,
Where can we find you at? Because I don't need to keep that same energy.
Hey.
Cut.
Where can we find?
no. So you guys can find me. I am on. If you want to follow my personal page, I'm at Robinson & Co. ROBINSONANDCO. But if you guys want to follow me professionally, I have a company called PR to Politics on all platforms, so LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Just PR, the number 2, and politics.
PR2
So
politics
if you
and
guys-
vote
Yes.
for her.
Oh yes, I'm looking to run for borough president in the next few years for the Bronx.
BX.
Because for those who know me, I am from Southfield, so you know,
Indeed.
Let's
you
go.
know, that's
Sound
a
in the building.
lot of great people come. Okay, so thank you guys, and thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
We in the Matrix Studio.
Yes.
We
And
here.
Shout out to the Matrix Studio for extending your time, your space. If you guys are looking to host, do music, do shows, do whatever, make sure you holler at them.
Yes, the Matrix
Trump
Studio.
era.
We here.
Yes.
Trump era.
Trump era.
Thanks.